start recording. Yesterday I didn't do a live. Yesterday I did a live session, but I forgot to record. And that's the one we killed. You see, yesterday, did you see how we killed yesterday? Like yesterday was just proper. No network issues. No network issues, nothing.
I was busy yesterday and I was coming back to rest. Yeah.
Let me just do this quickly on that. So I'm gonna start on our trade. We can see. Is it visible? Am I audible? Can you see my screen? Hello.
Yeah, I can see your screen. I can see your screen.
Okay. Fine. I'm gonna start. Since I've already analyzed, and I think we have like 1 hour and a half ago we had buys. How did I reach to this thing of being buys? Remember, we were at support and we came from a support and to almost, if you look market ahead inside resistance, somewhere around. This is like the resistance inside. And what that resistance be doing, I saw that the resistance was gonna be there, but it wasn't sure thing. Also, hence why I said the market is going to come down before it goes up, and it did that, and we managed to be in at around, what's the time, 27, just around then, to be able to minimize the points that how many points was just from around here, meaning we said around 39 points, which is a lot of money. So we saved around 39 points, and then the market took out the highest we had currently, not the highest high. You can see here, this was the high. The market now came up and we came down, right? Now, the thing with me is the way that I trade, I need to have a certain type of logic before executing trades. And the logic I came down to was that to remember that, in the past week, we were going up and we had our trade profits around this point, which they got hit yesterday. Yes, yesterday as well. We had almost a similar setup to say, we're gonna come down a bit before we go up, and we did that. We hit our TP, and then the market just then went down. Yeah, if you didn't have a TP, if you look at most cases, wherever a TP, the market just hits it and then reverses. For example, yesterday we had our TP, market hit and then just reversed to take out our increase, right? Fine. Also today as well, we can see where I had placed our increase in TP, market hit our TP and then came down. But one thing I'm used to is that I know for a fact that in most cases, the first entry that I took and our TPs got hit, we could because I'm sure most people are looking at selling. Before most people could look at selling, right? We need to understand that we could really come a little bit down. And remember, this is our current low here. As this is our current low, I'll wait to pick out the lows. Since we had a little level of displacement somewhere there, we tap into and we're coming down. So obviously the market is targeting what? Those lows. I'm gonna go to a little bit more smaller time frame to see what I'm saying. Initially as well here, we aren't having a displacement. what we are waiting for is currently a displacement. The displacement we're looking for is not here. That's one thing I know. Why am I saying the displacement is not here? We recently just had news, meaning that most of the volume that is required to give us a displacement at this time has been taken by the volume that happened with the news. Right? So meaning that right now, a setup that's about to play out, I can't predict, as I always say, I don't predict, I react to what the market is doing. And for me, I find it to react to what the market is doing because it's not giving us a clear channel of where it wants to go. But you know what they say? The higher the time frame, the less it lies. And what they say as well, where I took my previous entries, always wait for the market to come back and try and take entries into that same very direction. So it looks nice. This is not on the one channel. When I zoom out, I see there is a possibility for us to enter again the market the way what the candidate is. And I'd like to leave it that way and leave the market to breathe because of the uncertainty that's there. Right? Because many people are into sells, some are just getting into buys. But what we want to do is we want to enter with displacement in the market. We want displacement in the market before we can take any trades. We want displacement in the market before we can take any trade. And currently we can't see any displacement, honestly. For me, I'm not seeing any displacement. So I would say, let's save our capital for now. Maybe we might come back a bit later to check what the market is doing and then be able to execute trade. Because it's hard for me to say buy and then the market, it's like, I don't want to give out setups. If there's no setups, I don't trade. So I'm not seeing a setup right now because there isn't one majority in that I'm looking for, which is a displacement. Displacement is not there, not executing any trade. So yeah, I think we'll come back maybe in like 45 minutes to check the market what the market is doing in 45 minutes, and then from there we can check if there's trades to execute, and if trades are to be executed, we'll execute. Is that fine, Patrick? Let's come back 1650.
Yeah, no flow.
Yeah, 1650. Let's come back 1650 and then we'll trade around.